What's up, nerds? Time for news roundup. Jerry over there, Tony over here. Let's talk about news in Marvel and DC and a couple other things. Let's start off, first of all, by reminding all of our lovely fans out there in the world that we're doing a giveaway. What are we giving away, Jerry? And how do you win it?
If you like, subscribe, and comment below, you can have a chance to win a Wanda Funko Pop.
I'm holding it. Am I holding it? I don't know. I do that later. Yeah, guys, just comment on our stuff. Interact with us on social media. Let us know that you're taking in our content and you'll be entered to win. Easy as that.
Let us in.
Please talk to us. We're just so lonely. Oh, good Lord. All right. First of all, one quick little nugget I want to put out there into the world. Has nothing to do with Marvel, it has nothing to do with DC, and it has everything to do with my love of zombies. I love zombies. And one of my very favorite pieces of zombie media is the South Korean film Train to Busan. It is a great zombie movie, has a super sad ending, which of course you always want in a film, an ending that makes you go, oh. It's getting a US remake. I don't know whether to be excited or horrified. Huh?
Of course.
Yeah. Someone was like, yeah, I can just see it now. Train to Delaware is going to be a banger. I don't know. I hope it's great. I don't know that it will be, but if they
stick Train to Delaware is just a movie about Biden driving back and forth from DC to Delaware, right?
Yeah.
Kind of a zombie flick.
Oh, they become self-aware.
This Amtrak. Just sad people on Amtrak. Trying to ignore the person sitting next to them.
Mr. President. Anyway, I don't know if you guys have seen this film. It is subtitled, so if you like reading, then it's probably not something you enjoy. But zombies. I don't know how I feel about it, but anyway, it's coming whether we like it or not. Hollywood loves remaking stuff, so we'll see how it goes. On to Detective Comics, DC. A few things happening out there. Zack Snyder, who has apparently become Geek Jesus to those who love DC, has mentioned that Warner Brothers is not interested in making a Justice League 2. Are you interested in a Justice League 2, Jerry?
I wasn't interested in Justice League 1.
Bro, same.
Yeah.
Snyder, of course, is all over the place because of the Snyder Cut coming out soon on HBO Max. And I guess people are asking him like, oh, with all the buzz around your upcoming film, are you, have you been asked about doing a Justice League 2? And he's like, Warner Brothers has no interest in making a film about probably the biggest superhero team in comic history, featuring some of the biggest characters in comic history.
Yeah.
The first one was that bad. I mean, some people liked it. I didn't like it.
I also think that people should set their, hopes up to that comment.
Right. Yes. Just take that bar and lower it a little.
Yeah.
A little lower.
Lower. How low can you go?
Right.
Probably, we'll find out next month.
Let's do the HBO Max limbo. See how it is. By the way, this is totally not part of the news, but I've been doing my very best now that I have access to HBO Max to catch up on some things that I haven't seen. And one of those is Doom Patrol. If you guys have not watched Doom Patrol, please, for the love of God, go watch Doom Patrol. It is so good. It's fantastic. Do it.
I'll go now.
Yeah, right now. No, wait till we're done. There's a big ass robot. There's a girl with multiple personalities. There's an actress who melts.
Sounds like the Train to Delaware.
Yep, Mr. President. So from one weird director to another.
They get punched on trains?
I guess. Yeah, I think they still do.
I think
they just scan it.
Yeah, I don't think it's a Polar Express.
The train that Biden rides is from 1937. So
Tickets!
Yeah. Oh, Mark! Mr. President?
Yeah, you want to get on it, you have to run alongside it.
We've gone completely off the rails, speaking of trains. Anyway, moving from one weird director to another.
Our next YouTube channel is all about locomotives.
That's right. Yes. J.J. Abrams and his company, Bad Robot, is officially kind of doing the legwork now for two series that are going to be on HBO Max. The first is a Constantine series. If you don't know Constantine, he is an occult sort of hero. He's a warlock. He had a movie starring Keanu Reeves, and he's on Legends of Tomorrow, played by Matt Ryan. He's a very beloved sort of character. One of my favorites from DC. And they're making a show all about him. But if you're a fan of Matt Ryan, don't get your hopes up. They're planning on casting a young, diverse lead who is a young Londoner just coming into his magical powers. I think we've all been there, Jerry.
Yeah. Never mind.
Mr. President. Yeah.
Triggered.
Oh, what? So I don't know how to feel about this one, but I do know how to feel about this one. The other show that they're going to be doing is Justice League Dark, which features Constantine, and I wonder if there's going to be crossover there. I guess we'll see. Zatanna, who is also known as a magician girl that doesn't wear pants. Yeah, Jerry's in.
Yeah.
He just said it on his DVR right now.
Yeah. Literally how it's described on your DVR.
Yes. Tune in to see a girl with no pants.
A magician girl with no pants.
Instant subscription.
A chain-smoking devil worshiper. A woman with no pants.
Trains. Also, of note, a member of Justice League Dark is Swamp Thing, who had a show that was pretty well liked, I guess. I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Also, another reason not to wear pants if you're too swampy.
Oh my. Yes. So
the biggest foe is Gold Bomb.
Yeah. Yes. I'm afraid I can't go on that mission. It's in southern Georgia. I'm already swampy enough as it is.
I've already lost my
pants. I'm looking forward to these. We'll see. I've been really happy about HBO Max.
I think they put good stuff out.
Yeah, getting to catch up with Titans. I've rewatched Titans. Getting to catch up with Doom Patrol, which I'm absolutely in love with. I'm only through season 1. I know there's one more season to go, and the third season's yet to be filmed. But I really like that show. Good stuff. Moving away from HBO Max and onto the big screen. Allegedly, at some point, we're going to get a Flashpoint movie. It's still going because they cast a young lady by the name of Sasha Calle, I believe is how you would pronounce her name. She is she's a Latina. She has been cast as Supergirl in the Flash movie. So apparently Krypton is more diverse than we've been led to believe.
Yay.
So this Flash movie, I don't know what it's gonna be. They've got old Batman, old Catwoman. They've got Flashes galore.
We always talk about how Eternals feels like it's taken forever to get out. How Black Widow has felt like it. Flash has been in production for longer than all those movies.
Yeah.
Like by the time he comes out, he's going to be a geriatric Flash. Like he's just going to be,
right.
He's just going to be super spinning those wheels.
He's going to be running alongside Biden's train.
This is a long, like they've gone through 2 Batmans since we saw the first time you saw Flash. I mean, this is, put a pin in it.
I mean, they're still casting people for it. So I like, have they even begun any kind of like pre-production or filming on this thing at all?
I don't know.
They're just going to cast every superhero ever to exist in DC and then be like, nah, take too long.
They've gone through a full casting that they've already casted, got rid of all those people. The only person they've kept is the Flash character, Ezra. I don't know his last name is. And so it's like, I don't know. I mean, at some point you got to just say to yourself, let's just redo this whole thing. Like, this movie's never coming out.
Yeah.
If Zack Snyder can quit a film, have another director come in and finish a film, have that movie bomb, allow enough years to go by that Zack Snyder that can be rehired and then recut and then release it out on HBO, and you still haven't got your first Flash movie out yet?
Yeah. Right. And this is supposed to just be like
exciting. We get a Supergirl.
Right. That's all right. Here's Supergirl.
She's going to be a Superwoman by the time she gets on there because this movie's still 10 years out.
Yeah, for real. Oh, DC, you silly bastards. So eventually we'll see that, maybe. Moving on to something we definitely will be seeing this month, and that is on the CW, the kind of heir apparent flagship show for the Arrowverse. After Flash goes away, I guess it'll kind of be like the big show. Superman and Lois, debuting this month. Ahead of its release, it's been getting a lot of positive press. It has an almost 90% certified fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Apparently, it's a little less campy, a little less schlocky than some of the other CW stuff. And after seeing the trailer that we talked about a few weeks ago, and then hearing this news, pretty excited. I think this is going to be a good piece.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'd be more excited if it was a certified freak, but I mean,
that's you.
Fresh is just fine. That's true. It's just fine, you know. I think it looks good, actually, to be honest with you. I've watched the trailer now, like, I think 1 or 2 times. I thought I'll give it a shot.
Right. Yeah, and with the sort of ever-changing makeup of the CW's Arrowverse these days, it'll be nice to kind of get a solid show, especially anchored by such a solid piece of DC's lore, Superman. Yeah. We're losing Supergirl. The last season is starting here pretty soon. We're losing Black Lightning, which the final season has begun already. It's 2 episodes in. It's very good, very salient to things going on in the world. I enjoy that show very much, and I'm sad it's going away. But Legends of Tomorrow is sticking around. Flash is around for at least 1 more season. I don't know. I see how this goes.
Spoilers. It'll be a speedster that's his villain.
This upcoming season, it's actually going to be a villain who deals in reflections.
It's going to reflect on all the other speedsters.
The Mirrorverse. So that's kind of where we ended up last season. So we'll talk about that more when it comes back out, maybe. We'll see. So that's that. Moving on to Marvel. If you haven't been paying attention to our channel, shame on you, first of all. But second of all, you have probably seen us talk about WandaVision a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean constantly, because we like it. It's good, and people want to hear about it. So that's WandaVision. Couple of things coming out of WandaVision, of course. By the way, this may be a little spoilery, so if you're not caught up on WandaVision, maybe cover your ears until I give you the thumbs up. There was supposed to have been a big reveal, this guy, on this episode from this past Friday. From episode 7, Monica's contact, her aerospace engineer, and we didn't really get that. But Tiana Paris has said that it's still happening. There's still, when people see who it is, she can't wait to see the look on their face, blah, blah, blah. It's still coming. It's still going to be amazing. Okay. And then in a different interview, Paul Bettany, who plays the Vision, has said that there is still a big character to be revealed, has not yet been revealed. And do we have any clues who this might be?
I'm going to say Dottie.
This guy with his Dottie. In the interview, he said, I've wanted to work with this guy my whole life.
I've been saying from the very beginning, it's going to be Ian McLennan. I'm pretty sure I butchered that name, but who cares? I don't know. I haven't worked with him.
So,
but Magneto, I think that's who it's going to end up being.
Right. So we were talking about this, and the fact that he said he's wanted to work with this guy all his life indicates that perhaps the actor playing this mystery role is an older person. Now, if we kind of go off what we've been talking about again, hopefully your ears are still covered. We've been talking about possibly Professor X or Magneto, who is Wanda's father, showing up. Sir Patrick Stewart Sir Ian McKellen, both very accomplished British actors. Paul Bettany, British himself. And it makes you wonder if it's going to be one of those two guys. My money, I agree with Jerry, is on Sir Ian McKellen, aka Magneto, making his appearance in the next 2 final episodes of WandaVision.
I think the last episode, and I think it's gonna be like the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Probably like the last. There's this another ding dong at the door.
All the ding dongs.
Yeah.
One last, if you want to know more about the goings on WandaVision, and you want to know more about all of the genius theories that them nerds have about WandaVision, then continue watching our channel. We've got all kinds of stuff about WandaVision. All WandaVision all the time.
Really have delved into Dottie lately.
That's right. Jerry is all Dottie all the time. He's the captain of Team Dottie. One last Marvel nugget before we turn you loose, folks. 2 major pieces of the Netflix Marvel group their rights have been reverted. I'm sorry, I got 2 more nuggets. The nuggets just keep coming. Jessica Jones and the Punisher are now back in the grubby little hands of Marvel. What does that mean to you?
Oh, the reboot. I thought from literally what you were saying, that we're gonna get. Hopefully, we get a reboot or get these characters back into some chance into the movies, but we'll see. Yeah. I'm hoping for. There's several characters that I enjoyed the show, but I don't think that there's a problem with recasting them, and then there's some that need to stay. So,
yeah. I really like their casting choice for Punisher.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he sticks around.
Daredevil, I think, needs to stick around.
Yes.
And I would love the idea of Luke Cage sticking around and Misty Knight.
Yeah. Jessica Jones, I guess they could recast. I'm not totally stuck on Kristen Ritter as Jessica Jones.
Kristen Ritter never bothered me as Jessica Jones. And I don't know if anybody's ever seen some of her sitcom work, but she's actually very good on a sitcom. And it seems like She-Hulk is going to be more of a sitcom themed kind of show. I think she could do really well there. I don't know if she needs her own series. I think that, to be honest with you, she probably didn't need her own series in the very beginning. The Purple Man was a great season, but I don't know if there was enough backstory for her to command her own series. So right. she can definitely lend into bigger characters, pushing them forward. Yeah. She's definitely a character that needs to be on screen. I just don't know if she needs to be a prominent spot. I
think She-Hulk would be a great place for her to land. She also has a connection to the origins of the Young Avengers in the comics, when Nathaniel Richards first comes to Earth from his Earth. She's kind of the first person who kind of tracks what this new little group is doing, and kind of reports back to the Avengers. So I could see her kind of having a part in that too, which we'll probably get at some point.
I could see her like a more active Gwyneth Paltrow character, like a Pepper Potts. Where it's you're in it and people know who you are. You obviously serve purpose because you're a superhero, but then you also can be away for 2 or 3 movies and nobody notices.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the nicest way of saying it, but it's the truth.
Right. I think she'll be around. I don't think she's getting her own series back again. No. At least I think if they might do a Heroes for Hire kind of show as either a part of She-Hulk or a spinoff of She-Hulk, or she might just be a character on She-Hulk. We'll see. But it's exciting that they're getting the rights back to these characters so they have some flexibility.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so there was that last little nugget that I discovered about Brie Larson, aka Captain Marvel. She's filming parts for Thor: Love and Thunder. What is she doing on there, Jerry? What do you think? What's her role there?
Acting.
Is that what you call it?
Guessing she's looking at the camera sternly. I'm guessing. Who knows? Obviously, this season or this movie seems like it's going to be taking a more cosmic kind of feel to it. So I'm guessing maybe that plays a role into it. I have the casting of every single Marvel movie that they've announced in the future has been so off with the amount of people that they're cramming into these movies. I have no idea what they're about.
Right.
Each movie seems like it's an Avenger Endgame level kind of movie. And so it's hard to build like what's the purpose of this person being in there. But yet I also don't have any doubt that they'll make it work. So
Sure, they will. Yeah. It's kind of strange. Like when we go back to phase 1, we got Captain America and Thor and Iron Man. And then as they started spinning out, you met Falcon and you met Bucky and you met Natasha, and you started getting all these side characters that, they were introduced in these solo films. And it was always like, okay, well, maybe there's one new big character that's kind of along for the ride. And now we say, all right, well, there's Thor, Love and Thunder. Well, it's a Thor movie, but I mean, it's like the Guardians of the Galaxy are all over the place in there. And now we've got Captain Marvel that's in there. It's going to be kind of
you got Guardians of the Galaxy, you got Nebula, you have Captain Marvel, you have female Thor, you have Thor, you have, you go down basically everybody is in there. Then you go to a Spider-Man movie, you got Spider-Man, you got Spider-Man, you got Spider-Man.
all the Spider-Mans.
Well, obviously what I'm taking from this idea is that I don't know whether or not for Thor, well, maybe for Thor, it seems to be some kind of breakdown in the multiverse, or dimensions, because there's a lot of different characters that are being introduced all in these movies that normally would not be in this earth.
Right.
So I'm thinking Battle World.
Could be.
That would be my opinion, but we'll see.
Could be. We'll see. I think we have to assume that everything that comes after WandaVision is going to have something to do with multiverse stuff, because from what we understand, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness comes straight after the events of WandaVision. And, it's obviously talking about multiverse stuff. And so pretty much everything from this point forward is going to have something to do with the multiverse in one way or another.
Absolutely.
Cool, man. That's the nerdy news. Thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button so that you know when we post new content. Follow us on social media at We Them Nerds on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And that's it from us today. Be good. Be good to each other.
Stay nerdy.
Yeah, there it is. Bye, guys.